We live. Crazy. First time using StreamYard. What's up? Yeah, man. That stream was hilarious last night. Um, you know, hope everyone can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me just fine. I went from Stream Labs to StreamYard. Apparently, it's supposed to be streamy friendly. Craig English, what's up? Hope you guys can hear me just fine. Hope you guys can hear me just fine. All right. All right. I sent out the link, so we'll see if people come in or not. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Hope everyone's doing good. The roster's set. Dak Prescott isn't signed yet. CD Lamb, $100 million man, signed that contract. All right. Great news. I knew it was going to get done. Just didn't know when. CD Lamb signed, guys. So that's big news. I was ecstatic, elated that Dak Prescott isn't signed and CD Lamb is signed. Craig English, what's up? What's up? The best moderator in the game, right there. Now, there's talks. Is CD Lamb gonna, have a slow start? Is he gonna do this? He's gonna do that. We got some time until we got 2 weeks. Well, we got a week. Crap, it's a week. We got a week tomorrow until the game. So I think CD Lamb, all he said he needed was a bump. So as long as CD Lamb can get that bump and get the hits and get the catches and get in stride, I think he's gonna be fine. I think CD Lamb should be fine. And we got Eshawn in the building right here. Let's add him up. What's
good, man?
What's up, Eshawn? How you been, man?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. What was thanks for coming on Talking Crazy, the corner of Crazy and Cowboys.
I'm excited.
What was your reaction to hearing CD Lamb getting signed, Eshawn?
I was happy, but also kind of annoyed at the same time, just because I'm like, honestly, I don't think it should have taken as long as it did. Just my opinion, because I mean, kind of what gave me a little bit of cause for pause is that I'm happy he's on the team. He's the best player in our offense. But my issue is the receiver position is the one position that needs the most rapport with the quarterback. And we saw what happened in the Packers game where CD and Dak are arguing in the huddle in the middle of plays and, things like that, right? So that's the way they ended last season off. And up until just a couple of days ago, he's not been in the building. I think that's not, that's a problem, I think, in my opinion. Now, CD is a professional. I get it. He's the best player in our offense, like I said. So I have no doubt he'll be ready. But I think the first couple of weeks are going to be his preseason, is just kind of like the way I'm looking at it. So I'm happy he's here. It should have been done a long time ago, I think. I would have hoped it had been done before training camp, but that's not the world that we live in. He's signed now. At the end of the day, I mean, he's going to be playing come week 1, so that's ultimately what matters. But so happy, but a little bit annoyed that it wasn't done sooner. That's, I guess, where my thoughts were on it.
Yeah. Do you feel like coming into week 1 without a training camp, without the mini camps, do you feel like CD Lamb will be ready and prepared, mentally prepared, physically ready to go in there and go put some touchdowns on the board for Dak Prescott in this offense?
I mean, he has to be. That's kind of what it is. Right? I mean, will he? I think it's going to take him some time to get into a rhythm and to, so that's why I think it's going to be a 2-3 week process for him to be the CD Lamb that he was last season, right? I also think that the coaching staff is going to take it, not have him go like 100 miles an hour right off the bat to avoid, the amount of injuries that we've had. No, so I mean, I do think he's going to. I think the first couple of games it's going to be like a little bit of like dipping his feet in the water more than anything else is kind of where I am with it.
Right. And then ever since, the cuts have been made, the rosters are set, Eshawn.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And we're gonna talk about that. The player, and I don't know if you paid attention to the preseason or not, but the player that I wish was on this roster still got claimed. His name's Julius Wood, number 33.
Okay. Yeah.
His tackling was good, his breakdown was great, and he's gone. Right. Another player to me was our Auburn player, our 7th round pick, and Rogers.
Yeah.
He's not even on a 53. I thought he played great. I really did. And he's not on our practice squad. I think he's on the street still. Was there any surprise cuts or any surprise moves for you during the making the 53-man roster?
Not necessarily. I watched only honestly, I saw only the Chargers game. So I mean, from start to finish. So I can't really judge the preseason too harshly. Anyway, I don't like to judge preseason two, one way or the other. That's kind of the way I am with it, but not anything that gave me worry, I guess. I'll put it like that. There's nothing like that. So
yeah, Mike right here. I put in our group chat, Eshawn, about the salary cap and what that's going to look like next year.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike said he's still worried about the cap situation if we move on for Dak. And at the same time, I just know we're not going to get anywhere with him. He's a good regular season quarterback, but in the playoff, he folds. And I agree with Mike here. And I do agree with Mike because that no matter if you sign Dak to an extension, Eshawn, or not, that $40 million has already been paid out to Dak Prescott.
Right.
So it's just prorated on your cap, X amount of years, the voided years, etc. That $40 million with or without an extension is still going to be there. It's kind of like with Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott is signed on this team right now, but that $9 million that's in dead money for Zeke is still there because it's already been paid for.
Right.
So that $40 million isn't going to go away because Dak signs or does not sign an extension.
Right. Right.
So that, and then there's a lot of dead money in there. Zach Martin has a lot of dead money for next year. Tank Lawrence has a lot of dead money in there next year. And it's just the way the Joneses handles the salary cap. I mean, Zeke's not $9 million. I'm sorry. Zeke's $6 million in dead money right now, and he's still getting paid the other. So when you look at that, so let's look at this real quick. So we got Dak right there, 40.1 million. Tank Lawrence is 7.4 million. Zach Martin is $26.4 million in dead money.
Oh, good Lord.
And this is the structure of Stephen Jones and what Stephen Jones did.
Yeah.
So, and none of this money is going away. Let's say Zach Martin signs a 1-year deal to stay on the Cowboys and push it one more year. That 26.4 million staying on the books. Same thing with Tank, same thing with Dak. And, next year, I think that they have $39.5 million in cap saving. They have like 20 million something right now. So you roll that over, they're going to be looking at about $60 million in cap space with or without Dak on this team.
Right.
That $40 million isn't going anywhere unless Dak takes his base salary is like CeeDee Lamb's right now. His base salary is like 1.5 million, right? So the only way to even out that 40 million is Dak has to play for veteran minimum his rookie year. But then again,
he won't.
What's the length of the deal?
Right.
What's the length of the deal, Eshawn? Because if the Cowboys sign Dak to another 4-year deal, that compressed money of paying him light in the front, you're going to pay him heavy in the back.
In the back,
in the back end. So you're stuck in the same position. What are your thoughts? Do you trust the Cowboys in managing this? I know I threw a lot at you, but do you trust them to really get this salary cap under control with or without Dak Prescott?
I don't, man. If I'm just being honest, I don't see it because, this is not the first time that we've been in this kind of a situation with dead money. And, we can go back to, Romo and the Romo days and things like that. It was the same thing then, too. So it's I mean, it annoys me. I'll be honest, because it's like you can like Jerry and Steven could very easily get a lot of these players on like much cheaper deals and not have to even be in these kinds of situations that you highlighted already. So I mean it annoys me, but I don't see it changing. I don't see it. I don't trust the Cowboys to fix anything. I'm just being honest. It's like because this is what they do, man. This is the way that these guys run this business, and it's not stop. I don't see it stopping anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah, I honestly don't see them changing their ways.
I feel like Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, they act like they're the smartest man in the room.
Exactly.
They do.
Not.
They
Right?
do. And they feel like, with the CeeDee Lamb situation, $34 million, Brandon Ayuk got 30, it is what it is. The $100 million guaranteed, it is what it is. He was going to get paid godly amounts of money. It doesn't matter if you signed him in February or you signed him in August 2024.
Right.
He was going to get paid.
Right.
But it's how they structure this deal. CeeDee Lamb is going to be on the book for like $30 million per year. That's what it averages out to. But they can't restructure that deal. If they restructure that contract for CeeDee Lamb, it's going to keep pushing that money down the road. And then what do you do in the future, right? With him, obviously you got to re-sign him, after these 4 years are up, just because it's CeeDee Lamb. And I feel like the investment that the Dallas Cowboys put in right now. Let me emphasize that the investment that the Dallas Cowboys put in CeeDee Lamb right now, I feel like it's going to pay off.
Mm-hmm.
And with
he's the one player I do trust to produce.
But the salary cap with these dead monies, with potential 3 players not being here, that's a buku amounts of money that the Cowboys could use to build around a younger quarterback.
That's my exact problem. It's like it's a lot of money, man. They could have spread that not to the quarterback like you're talking about. I mean, imagine the amount of more talent we could have gotten with that amount of money. I mean, it's a boatload of money. I agree with you.
Yeah. And you got Mike. The Cowboys can sign all 3 if they really wanted to. The Dallas Cowboys can sign all 3, and they already signed CD, so they could sign Micah next year, or they want to use the franchise tags. That's all up to the Cowboys and how they want to do that, and they can still sign Dak, right? But what investment are you getting back?
Right.
So I mean, and that's the gamble. And when Jerry Jones made the comment to Dak Prescott about I overpaid for you, it was about the investment. Of what you're going to get out of return. We're going to talk about that the more people get in here and stuff. But Brando right here we're going to talk about this 49ers wide receiver here. The San Francisco Police Department announced on Saturday that officers at approximately 3:37 p.m. spotted 2 males suffering from injury. And what he's talking about that is Pershaw, the wide receiver first-round pick for the 49ers, was shot in the chest.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Off a robbery of a Rolex in San Francisco. Oh, he was on his way to a signing, and he got shot in the chest. So, Pershaw, we here at Talking Crazy wish you full recovery.
Yeah.
He's in stable position. Hope you get back on your feet. Hope this doesn't alter your career in any way. Hope you're back at it. And doing the thing that you love, and that's playing football, Pershaw. So get better.
Yeah. No, that's sad. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He had a Rolex on, got shot in the chest.
That's horrible, man.
Just because he was wearing a watch because he could afford it, and the guy that shot him couldn't. So it's just the world we're living in. This is the United States of America.
Yeah.
Land of the Steelers, all right?
Yeah.
But no, it's terrible news.
Yeah.
But no, man, this roster breakdown, let's talk about these corners. Deron Bland went down with the foot injury.
Yeah.
And Kalen Carson looks like he's going to be starting. He's a rookie. A lot of draft guys had second and third round picks on Carson. You look at his preseason game; it was a lot of roller coaster performance with Kalen Carson. I feel like you can have it. I feel like there's going to be some growing pains with him there.
I mean, if he's a rookie, then there will be for sure.
Yeah, there's going to be some growing pains there. So with Trayvon Diggs coming back from ACL, having a rookie on the opposite side of Trayvon Diggs, and then having Jordan Lewis or Andrew Booth Jr. playing the slots and the outside and stuff, with DaRon Bland going down so fast, Eshaun, did this cornerback room take a big hit?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like bad per se, but I agree with you that I think there's going to be growing pains because this guy's a rookie and I haven't seen him really play much. So, I mean, in the preseason, so I can't really judge anything about him, but it's going to take Trayvon, I think, some time to get back off of the ACL, for him to be. I'm not expecting him to be bad, but I'll be honest, I'll be surprised if he makes an all-pro this year. And I hope I'm wrong, but that's just kind of like the way I'm looking at it because I think it'll take time for him to come back. Now, so, I mean, yeah, I think this cornerback room, it's going to take some growing. I agree with you. There will be some growing pains with it, I think. So I'm not sure what to expect going into the season with kind of the situation we're at with it. And, yeah, it's one of those head scratchers for me. It was the one position I thought on defense was the best in this offseason, and now with DaRon Bland's injury, it's kind of, up in the it's quickly gone up in the air for me. So that's I don't know. That's where I am with it.
No, for sure. I feel like when this quarterback position, what we got going on with Bland going out and Carson coming in as a rookie, we got Al Harris, and Al Harris has my vote of confidence.
Agreed.
In coaching up these guys.
Agreed.
And, Jordan Lewis is the vet here. Trayvon Diggs is now a vet here. And I feel like Booth Jr. coming into his own didn't do well with the Minnesota Vikings. We traded Nahshon Wright for Booth Jr. Nahshon Wright didn't make their team. Booth Jr. made our team. Mm-hmm. And we got OG in the background. I'm sure we're going to be able to hear you, OG, but let's test it real quick.
What's up, OG? How you doing, man?
You got to talk in order for us to hear you, OG. Well, he's still working on that. But you there, OG?
I know. We can't hear you, man. At least I can't hear you.
We can't hear you, OG. Man, cover up that screen before you get me flagged, OG. Cover that screen up.
You can't get flagged for that.
Shoot, cover that up.
He's gonna get copywritten for that, man. I hope.
Cover it up. Thank you. Stay right there. Don't move. Now, where the heck's your mic at? In your closet? Why you sound so far away and low?
Can you hear me?
Barely.
It's very soft, man.
So, sports junkie.
Eshaun, relax, Eshaun, relax.
I'm relaxed, bro. I'm not saying that.
Just relax. Now, I heard you the other night. OG heard you.
What did I say the other night? I'm gonna
let it slip. I'm gonna let it slide right now. I'm gonna let it slide for you.
Hey, OG, how you?
Man. I really don't know what you're talking about.
How you feel about these corners with Bland going down?
I feel good.
Why?
I think that they got what it takes. We will see Carson come out and play good ball. We will find out more about him this week or next. This week coming. And I don't know if I got any trust in what's his name? What's that boy name?
Who are you talking about?
How about
Huh?
Are you talking about Trayvon? Who are you talking about, man?
Lewis.
Oh, Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. I don't know if I got any trust in Lewis, but we'll figure out his availability and see how strong their leg is still to get stiff competitions. They're gonna try to cover Amari pretty good. That's going to be a tough task. So they're going to put Diggs on him. But I feel pretty good, though. I feel pretty good. So, I'm pretty comfortable rolling forward. And they got to find out if their back end, the safety is going to do anything.
Right.
If Hooker going to come up and, and he's a good tackler, but he get lost in coverage. Hooker and Wilson. So they ain't been on the field at all during preseason. They ain't been on the field much. So we ain't seen them since they got that ass handed to them and in the Green Bay game. So I think it's very important for them to get their asses out there. And you practicing, that don't mean a damn thing. You need to get out there and get game time speed. But we'll find out more about them, though, in this coming week, this Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, we got another one in here, Cowboy Nation, right here to the bottom left. How are you doing?
What up, baby? Cowboy Nation house from Santa Monica, California. Let's go.
That's right. With Deron Bland going down, what are your thoughts on the corner position?
Ooh, we got Trevon Diggs back. That's what matters, baby. Let's go.
I think it'll take time for him to come back, though, man.
It doesn't matter. We have him. He has to play. We pay him. Then that's what matters, baby. Let's go.
What about the other side? How confident are you in the rookie, Caleb Carson?
The wide receivers, I like his CeeDee Lamb. He got paid.
Oh, gee, mute up. You're echoing.
I'm echoing. I'm echoing.
Well, we can hear our voice from your monitor.
Screen. You're going to get flagged.
All right, go ahead. What do you think about Caleb Carson?
Hey, man, I love it, man. Let's go.
I muted you, OG. What do you like about him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what do you like about him?
He's good. I like the way he catches the ball. I mean, I have classes with Cooper Rush's cousin, the quarterback. He's from Sacramento. So I'm taking my sports broadcasting class at Santa Monica College, and he's like, the backup quarterback is going to be Cooper Rush instead of what's his name? The new quarterback that we have now.
Who, Trey Lance?
Trey Lance. And he says that we're going to get rid of Trey Lance and keep Cooper Rush.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what he was talking about. He said, we don't like Dak. We don't like Trey Lance.
I mean, he's
on the 53 right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna get rid of him.
With the 5 interceptions, I doubt it, dog.
He's already on the 53.
He's already on the 53.
He's already on the 50. The 53 already happened.
Yeah,
he's
on
it.
But we can't do nothing about it. But it is what it is. 5 interceptions in the preseason. I don't like it.
I get it, but I mean, it was one game, though, man. I mean, I understand, but I mean, he's already on the 53, so there's not really.
All right. Well, Trey Lance is a third-string quarterback, so we're going to talk about starters. And the question was, what do you like about Caleb Carson?
He's a good what do you call it? Is it wide receiver or is he corner?
He's a corner.
He's a corner.
He's good. I like the way he plays. I don't see anything about him.
You know Deron Bland went down with the foot injury, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to have a rookie there playing outside of what Trayvon
Diggs. So he's good. So as long as if he's hurt, the Deron Bland is hurt, he can take his place until he comes back.
Okay.
In the meantime, let him do what he's going to do, and to see if he's good with the quarterback. Let's see what he does.
Okay, let's move on to the running back situation here. OG, I'm going to start with you. Let me unmute you. You can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Unmute yourself, OG. Hey, what are your thoughts about this running back room with Zeke, Deuce Vaughn? We got Hunter Lemke there and Rico Dowdle. What's your thoughts there? And then we got Dalvin Cook on the practice squad. So, OG, what's your confidence level with this running back room? You got to mute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh, I think you're muted, man.
You had to click it on the StreamYard. There you go.
Yeah.
Top. You're good.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Garbage.
Facts.
Zeke. I mean, I'm not trying to throw no stones at no running backs. I'm pretty sure they're keeping their bodies in in shape and then keeping what they need to be on the field and things like that. But there's a point in time when there's something called speed, and I'm sure you've heard that on the Rocky 3 movie. Speed, no, 2, Rocky 2.
Rocky
Speed
2.
kills. Speed. So Cook is on practice squad. They're gonna try to bring him up weeks down. Don't matter. Lost to speed. Zeke, speed. Gotta have speed. Can't hit the hole. If you can't hit the hole, you can give us 2 to 3 yards per carry. It's not gonna work. That's gonna put Dak in down and distance longer. They're gonna have to try to Freeman and what's that other boy name?
Freeman's cut.
Freeman's cut.
They cut Freeman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, they fucked up.
I just gave you a running backs when I was telling you the question.
No,
It's Zeke, it's Dowdle, it's Hunter Lemke, it's Deuce Vaughn, and you got Dalvin Cook on the
and you got
practice
Dalvin
squad.
Cook now on the practice
So
squad.
what's your thoughts on that, OG? How confident are you in the running back room, OG?
I'm not confident. I don't have no confidence in Zeke. Deuce might be okay, but who's that other guy?
Dalvin Cook. Yeah,
No, the guy that number 23.
Who are you talking?
You're talking about Rico Dowdle.
Dowdle.
It's gonna be Rico
Yeah.
Dow and Deuce Vaughn. They only gonna put Zeke in for blocking and screens. But him running the ball, carrying it ain't gonna matter because he don't have speed to hit the hole.
Yeah.
I do think they're in trouble running the ball. It's not gonna be good for Dak. I'm telling you, that running game is gonna be hard. They better hope that that 23 stays healthy. They're doing that whole Cleveland game and the games after that, because I don't see no running back helping this team right now. They let go of Freeman. I saw something in Freeman in the preseason game. I saw his juice there, and I saw him hitting the hole. It's all about hitting that hole and getting through there and then get through the contact speed that kills. But I don't have any confidence in this. You will see a lot of throwing and a lot of pressure on Dak on this first game once that running game is not clicking.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm not happy.
What about you, Eshawn? What do you think about that running back room?
No, man, I'm with OG on this one, man. I mean, the running back room, is bad. Honestly, like I know you disagree with the corner, but man, let me tell you, like, Zeke is our starting running back, and I understand that it's trying to be a running back room by committee, but dude, if Zeke is listed as our starter, that's a problem. And we know Dak is at his best when he has a running game, and our running back room is awful. Like, I there's nothing really more for me to say beyond that. I mean, it's going to be rough. I think it's going to be a rough season when it comes to running the football.
Yeah. What about you, Sacramento? What do you think about this running back room?
Dalvin Cook, let's go. The way he was playing Minnesota, I love him. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboy Nation.
Well, what do you think about the guys that are not on the practice squad, like Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, Zeke Elliott, and Hunter Lemke?
I can keep Rico Dowdle because the way he played it in the preseason, I liked it at the training camp that I went to. So the other two ones, who's the other one?
Hunter Lemke and Deuce Vaughn.
I don't know. Hunter Lemke, we can trade him and bring him a new running back, though. I have Dalvin Cook. I love him. Get rid of Zeke, though. The way we got stopped last year with the 1 yard line shit.
They're not going to get rid of Zeke, though, unfortunately. I think he's listed as our starter, is he not?
No. You know who's the starter? Yeah. Dalvin Cook. Let's go.
I doubt they're going to make him the starter, but I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Cowboys champ, thanks for joining us on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. We're on discussion. Before we talk about the running backs and what your thoughts are on that, right here on Talking Crazy.
Here we
go. Bland went down. with Trayvon Diggs coming back from the ACL injury and with Kalen Carson, a rookie, playing on the opposite end, how confident are you with these corners in the first 4 weeks of the season?
I'm not. I'm not, because for one, um, Diggs, like you said, coming off from the ACL, we don't know how he's going to be until the first game against Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
right.
then with the rookie, that's exactly what he is, a rookie.
Yeah.
And maybe they're going to maybe if they put more coverage on his side to protect him, we'll see.
Okay.
But
Now trans into the running back room, because I feel like corner and running back needs to be talked about here, because I don't think it's being talked about enough in the Cowboy world. And so if you guys can click like for me right here, we're on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. And we got the panel here, Eshawn, OG, Cowboys champs, and Cowboy Nation from Sacramento right there in the building.
Let's go.
Talk about this running back room for me, Cowboys champs. How confident are you? And we have the GOAT right here himself, Dallas Cowboy fan, 1980, the power man himself. Welcome. Thank you for coming in here in the comments. 1980 means a lot.
What up, Cowboys?
I texted you the link, too, if you wanted to come in. But talk to me about this running back room, champs.
oh, I know how those who haven't seen me or heard me for the last 2 years, my stance on this, the Cowboys should have drafted a rookie running back 2 years ago when they let Zeke go.
Yeah.
They never replaced that particular Zeke production. They used Pollard, hoping that he would be that production, but he wasn't. Pollard is a number 2, but he's gone now. So instead of drafting a running back this past draft, you go with Zeke, and you still trying to see what you have in Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, and you bring in some more trash. Basically, they brought in some more trash. And you see they had to bring in Dalvin Cook to show up. They know that they made a mistake.
Yeah.
They don't want to admit that.
Yeah.
You just can't go by the name Zeke and Cooks because they passed their prime.
Agreed.
And I still say you don't have a young bell cow. Not an old bell cow. You don't have a young bell cow that can get those tough yards when necessary. And that young running back that can catch the ball out the backfield. You don't have them fresh legs. What you got old legs.
Yeah.
Old legs. When each game they get done, they're gonna have to sit in some bucket of ice with some Bengay.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna sit in. Put Bengay all on their back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. This right here, you know what? And I looked at the free agency for running backs.
It's not good.
Yeah, Cowboys gonna have the Cowboys. I mean, if they don't produce with what they got, they're gonna have to trade for somebody, which to me is gonna be a wasted pick. Because you could have had somebody in the draft in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, so my confidence level between 1 and 10 with the running backs, it's about a 2.
You're being even generous with that. I thought you were going to go flat out 0.
Here's my confidence level, guys. And if I can get 5 people to click like right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click like right now. You are on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys, where if you're a Cowboys fan, the link is pinned to come in to talk ball. And let's talk this up. No, the running back room for me. I'm not freaking out. The sky isn't falling for me. It just isn't. I feel like what we invested in the offensive line, Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, or Brock Hobbin, whoever's going to be there with the Zach Martins of the worlds and the Terrence Steele of the worlds, I feel like we're going to be fine because Zeke is going to be, I think Sports Junkie said it, our tush push, all right? And now Deuce Vaughn's going to be inactive. And I think Dalvin Cook's going to get called up eventually, and Deuce Vaughn's going to be cut and sign on to the practice squad, whatever. But with Dalvin Cook coming in here, with Hunter Lemke, I know he fumbled against Miami. Y'all can use that against me all you want, but there's a lot of upside potential, and there's a potential bell cow there. Young legs, low miles. Hunter Lemke can be that guy. And if you looked in the preseason game, they used him a lot as running back and not so much fullback, and they also used him as tight end to block. So as long as he can get his blocking assignments done, get that pass protection, we got two good studs that can do that, Hunter Lemke and Ezekiel Elliott. Now, if some reason Deuce Vaughn just completely wows me and turns this regular season performance around, then count me in with a good time, because we need somebody to step up to the plate outside of the Zeke and Dowdle and all this stuff. Now, Dowdle, on the other hand, to me, is going to be our surprise pet cat. I really feel like Dowdle can come in here and get some big chunk plays, right? We want to talk about the age of Dalvin Cook, and we want to talk about the age of Zeke, and I get it. I understand it 1,000%. But when it boils down to it, I feel like Rico Dowdle has done enough in this league to be a number 2 and possibly work his way up to a number 1, because what's going to happen is Zeke's going to slow down. Dalvin Cook might slow down, and I need Dowdle to step that and make up those yardage, which I think he can. On limited snaps, I think he got like 500 yards. So he can still get some production. I think he's going to be our most yarded running back this year in Dowdle. So that's why I don't think the sky's falling when it comes to the running back room, is because we got a new investment in the O-line. And I feel like if this team right here, right now, can do running back by committee. That's what I feel like.
You have more confidence than me. I'll say that much.
You know what? I do agree with you, because I've been saying they should be doing running back by committee for the past several years.
Yeah.
It does just depend on one running back. You should be having 2 or 3 running backs. That's one reason why Zeke downfall was so fast, because they ran him to death.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be determined about this offensive line too, if they can get the blocking and the play calling too. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, agreed.
Because the more you do run plays, the more experience the offensive line can gel.
Agreed.
And it all depends. Like I said, it all depends on the head coach doing the play calling.
Right.
Now, moving on to tight ends real quick. We got Ferguson, Stevens Jr., Schoonmaker, and Spanford. We got 4 tight ends on the roster here. Cowboys champs, what is your level of confidence in the tight end room?
8.5.
Okay.
Because of Ferguson. Ferguson is that dude.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Schoonmaker. What's the other guys?
Yeah,
From Notre Dame.
We got Hendershot, I think, also.
No,
Hendershot gone. Hendershot with the Chiefs.
Hendershot was traded to the Chiefs.
Yeah, he was the Chiefs.
Our tight ends are Ferguson, Stevens Jr., Schoonmaker, and Spanford.
Oh, Junior, yeah, that's Steven. Yeah, that's another kid that's gonna be good too. But one thing I do have to admit about number 4, he will put a tight end on the map.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. That's the only thing I can give number 4 credit. He will put a tight end on the map. But as far as my confidence level, 8.5.
Okay. What about you, Eshawn?
No, 8.5. I would give probably like an 8 to an 8.5, somewhere in that range. I agree. A lot of it for me is I love Ferguson. I thought he did really, really well last year, and I'm a big fan of that guy. I have confidence that he'll come up big again this year. Now behind him, I haven't seen this Stephen Jr.'s kids. I can't really speak much on that, to be honest. But just going off of Ferguson, I like our tight end. I'm confident with our tight end.
Okay. LG said he'll be right back. So Sacramento, how confident are you in the tight end room?
Who's that guy from Notre Dame that we drafted?
That's a linebacker. That's Maurice Luafau. But we're talking about the tight ends here. What's your confidence in the tight end room?
The tight end room. Let's see what they do this year. Ferguson, I like him. Schoonmaker, not so much. And I like the other one also. Let's see what Steven does. Steven Jr.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on Span Forward?
Spen Ford is the what, tight end?
Yep.
Let's see what he does because we don't know much about him. Let's just give him a chance. And if he doesn't do good with with the Steven Jr., I don't know. Let's see what they do this year, because we cannot tell who those two are, the Steven Jr. and the other guy.
Okay.
But we know the Henderson that we traded was the Chiefs, and then Schoolmaker, not so much. I don't believe in him, but Ferguson, I do.
Okay. Okay. I got a lot of confidence in this tight end room. You know, Ferguson, absolutely. And then Schoonmaker, he can't catch. He has hands of stone, but he can block. Schoonmaker can block. Stevens Jr., I mean, you look at him, he wears number 81. He looks like a freaking wide receiver out there. And he's big, he got length, he can I want him to be what we thought the late Gavin Escobar was going to be. Like a red zone threat, high point the ball, get the ball. I feel like Stevens Jr. can be that type of tight end for us. And then on the other side, Span Forward can really block. And is Span Forward going to be active? You know, is he going to be active? Is he not going to be active on these 46 on game day? Because if he is, it adds a blocking element to help with your rookie tight end like a Tyler Guyton. It might help if Terrence Steele is still struggling trying to get back on his feet from this ACL. So you could move Span Forward around a lot and try to help this running back by committee situation too. So it all kind of ties in to one another, right? Now with 20 minutes left to go in the show, we're going to talk about the thumbnail, all right? Has Jerry Jones gave up on Dak Prescott? And when you boil this down, we can go all the way back to January. And when you go all the way back to January, CeeDee Lamb, this was on January 30th, I'm sorry, with his Clarence Hill tweeted, and let me pull this up so I don't want to put any words in anybody's mouth. All right. Jerry Jones refused to commit signing Dak Prescott. This was January 30th. Refused to commit signing Dak Prescott to an extension because the team has taken a holistic approach to the offseason, but offered this confusion ditty. Dak has, this is Jerry Jones talking here. Dak has done nothing to change my mind about my promise of the future. I think I've said that he will go as far as Dak can take us in the playoffs. Remember that. We will go as far as Dak can take us. And this is how far we went. That doesn't change a thing. But we'll go as far as Dak can take us.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't say, I want him to be my quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? He said, we're going to go as far as Dak can take us. So that was January 30th. All right. Rewind back to 2021. Jerry didn't want to sign Dak Prescott to an extension.
Right.
Brian Broaddus mentioned this many times, that Jerry was really asking a lot of people if Dak Prescott was the guy of the future. Then when the extension happened, Jerry looked at Dak Prescott and said, I overpaid for you.
Right.
So basically what he was talking about, 1980 What's Up, is that, hey, this is an investment that you have to prove me right, Dak. I need you to prove me right. I overpaid for you, so you need to show me that me giving this extension was the right move. That's basically what Jerry was telling Dak when he said, I overpaid for you. All right? And then there all this talk about CeeDee Lamb told Jerry in negotiations that Dak has to be his quarterback. If not, he's not signing that contract. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
You're not sacrificing $100 million guaranteed to find out who your quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. CeeDee Lamb didn't even have any talks. His agent did the talks, because his agent called CeeDee and said, bad news, they're only offering you $34 a year. And CeeDee's like, where do I sign? So CeeDee wasn't even talking about negotiations with the Joneses. So that whole narrative is out the window, right?
Yeah.
And then this training camp, Jerry said that he wanted a lot of things but he couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
Jerry's talking about that. And then you got Dak Prescott talking about some of the greats played for other teams.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might have to go play for another team. So there's not a lot of confidence around this. And it's been stemming back from when Jerry said it overpaid for you, and it's been stemming back and it's been moving forward now. And there's not a contract. Jane Slater put out a tweet back in March. Or was it was this summer, I'm sorry, that no contract would get done until August. We're 2 hours between September 1st, and no contract is done.
Yeah.
Jerry is not signing Dak
Mm.
at the start of this season. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
So the question in the thumbnail is, Eshawn, I'll start with you, then I'll go to 1980. Welcome 1980. The question is, Eshawn, with all that being said and all the timeline being said, has Jerry gave up on Dak Prescott?
See, it's a good question, man, but I'm sort of torn on it, I'll be honest, because like on the one hand, I think he is in a respect that he is I think in a certain respect he's a lot like how all of us are, that we're sick of Dak's lack of productivity in the playoffs. But on the other hand of things, Jerry Jones only cares about the spectacle. He only cares about the fans coming in the seats. And Dak is the kind of quarterback to keep those, as 1980, who's in the chat will say, gangbanger Cowboy fans in the seats. Because come this season, no matter how it turns out, mark my words, Dak will have a stretch this season where he'll light up for 300, 400 yards against the Commanders, against the Giants and shit. And he's going to get people's hopes up. It's going to happen. And then come the end of the season, it's going to end the same way. So where I'm torn with it is, on the one hand, I do think he, a lot like us, are annoyed and just irritated with the productivity. But Dak Prescott is Jerry Jones's kind of quarterback. And he's, the kind of quarterback who will keep the gangbanger fans in the seats, those rainbow and unicorn fans in the seats, whatever terminology you want to use to call it. But so, I mean, yeah, it's a long-winded answer to your question. But now I agree with you that I don't think that they're going to pay him within the coming week. I do not see that happening, and I hope to God it does not happen. But I don't know. I mean, it's one of those situations where, like, Jerry Jones is going to want that kind of a quarterback who's going to, keep people's hopes up and, keep people thinking, oh, we can make a Super Bowl this season. So that's kind of where I am with it. It's like I can yes and no. I guess will be, two answers I can give you. Yeah, he is tired of him, but he's also not. That's kind of where I am with it.
Okay. 1980, the power man himself, Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. What's up, brother? How you been? We talked about a lot. We got about less than an hour left for the show, so I wanted to make sure we talked about the thumbnail. But we talked about the running backs, the corners, the tight ends, those positions and confidence, right? And now we're talking about the thumbnail. So if you want to talk about those positions I just mentioned, or if you want to answer the question, has Jerry gave up on Dak? Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Wow. First of all, how y'all doing, man? Good Labor Day weekend, 3-day weekend coming up.
Yep.
Enjoyed watching college football all day, pretty much off and on. I don't think the Cowboys are aware of the hole that they put themselves in. Matter of fact, I take that back. I think they are aware. I think they realize they've made a lot of mistakes, and now they're trying to clean them up. The running back position, they're all over the place. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They got two washed-up running backs, Ezekiel Elliott and Cook. Don't know what the hell they're doing there. Rico Dowdle was supposed to be the next man up, but his injuries and stuff kind of made him take a back seat, I guess. I don't know. He's not consistently healthy. But I thought that he was the next man up. Right. Really don't know how good he really is. A whole game season.
Yeah.
So that's just speculation right there. Deuce Vaughn, undersized, but kind of reminds me of Sproles. You can do some things with him. Not an every down back. He's too small to be an every down back. They'll kill him if they try to do that. He's a situational back. What else? What do you say? Linebackers, I guess. What do you say?
Corner. Yeah.
Tight ends.
Tight ends.
It is what it is with tight end. You're always going to have your playmaking tight end and Ferguson, and you're always going to have the backups being your blocking tight end, 2 tight end sets. So you can't have 3 good tight ends. You're only going to have one that's really going to be able to make plays. Tight ends are to block and move the chains on third down. That's what tight ends are for, pretty much. That's what Jason Witten was for. He was a security blanket. He was a safety blanket. In Dallas, that's all a tight end is for. Now, anywhere else like Kansas City, anywhere else like that, those exotic teams, they use their tight ends. The Patriots with Gronk, their tight end is pretty much their leading receiver.
Yeah.
That's not the case with us. We run an operation totally different than everybody else. So a tight end in Dallas is a blocker and a security blanket, maybe on third down and goal line.
Yeah.
Where we at? Oh, Dak Prescott.
Here we
you
go.
got to be careful with Dak. Yeah, he's saying, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, man.
You got to be real careful with Dak. People get real sissified behind Dak Prescott. They really do.
Honestly,
we don't know whether to love him or to hate him. I think we're all in between right now. Even the people that love him, somehow they're probably in between.
Yeah.
They like him. They want him to be our quarterback because he knows the system. He can play pretty good during the regular season. But the playoffs is what we're worried about. The playoffs is what more. That's the regular season is like the practice test. The playoffs are the real tests, you know. So you can graduate type shit. And not just him, but obviously the quarterback gets the most. You know, they just don't. He just don't show up in the playoffs when we need him to. It's self-explanatory. I mean, the writing's on the wall, and I think Jerry knows that as well. I think the organization knows that as well. But it's not just Dak. It's the coaching. It's the play calling. It's the lack of. We haven't had a running game. We noticed Pollard wasn't the answer. We thought he was because Pollard looked really good with the 1-2 punch with Zeke, just coming in at times and situational back, you know, catching balls out of the backfield. But I said, once again, I hate to be right, but I said that Pollard was not a north and south runner. He was a wide receiver built like a running back built like a wide receiver. So he's not going to be that accessible. Yeah. But he's gone now. So now they bring back Zeke. For what I don't know, just the direction that they're going in, they're not even going in any direction. I guess they're on. The NFL's a passing league. That's if you got a good running back, because the running back opens up the pass. The last time I checked, but I don't know. It's going to be an interesting season. My expectations, I'm not panicking at all. You know why? Because my expectations aren't high. I'm not going to watch these games with the hopes that we're going to win. I'm not going to watch these games with the hopes we're going to make the playoffs. I'm not going to watch these games with the hope we're going to go to the Super Bowl. My expectations are way down here. Right now, I'm approaching every game as if it's a rebuild, as if it's, okay, they're working on this. They're working on this guy. This guy's the future. This guy, you know, that's how I'm approaching it. Because right now, they've shown that they haven't cared about this roster. And why didn't they draft a running back? A young running back. I said this on my video a couple of days ago. Running backs are like new cars. When you want a running back, you go to the new car lot. You don't go to the used car lot. When you want a brand new car, because that brand new car is you're gonna have that brand new car for 10 years with no issues, at least.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep the oil changes and all that kind of stuff, you take care of it. You'll have it for 10 years, you know, 10, 11 years with no issues. You don't go to the used car lot with all these miles on it. And I don't know. I think they're trying to figure it out, and they're trying to show us that they're going to do what they want to do regardless of how we feel and what we think. Because they always do the opposite of what we feel and what we think they should do. They always do the opposite. Because, what do we know? You know, they're supposed to be professionals. You get what I'm saying? They got all the money. They got all the lawyers and the doctors and the medical staff and all this stuff. They've been doing this for years. You claim you care about your team. If you care about your team, man, step down as GM and get somebody else in here at GM that know what they're doing. Yeah. I know if I ran my business, if I had a business and there was a guy I grew up with, went to school with, and got educated with, and he knew the business more than I did, hey, man, come over here and run the business. I'll come around time to time to check on things, write out the checks for y'all, boom, 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 and make sure the books are right, and I'm out the door. You run everything. You run the employees and all that stuff. I'll just sign the checks and get out your way. If you need my help, let me know. Yeah, that's how you care about your business right there, because you put somebody in there that knows what they're doing. You can't say that you care about something that you don't know. Still, after all these years, don't know nothing about. Don't know nothing about, man. And that's the bottom line. What makes him look like he knows what he's doing? Because of his money. Because of the state-of-the-art stadium and the facility over there in Frisco, right in the street over here. That's what makes him look like he knows what he's doing. But in actuality, he really doesn't. And we just fall for it every time. I wrote a comment on Facebook. Michael Parsons was signing autographs, and all the fans were falling over the fence almost trying to get an autograph. Oh, Michael Parsons, I got a tattoo right here. I got this and this and that. Oh, my, oh, please. And I wrote in the comment section, I said, see, this is the problem. I said, this is why the Dallas Cowboys ain't buy shit. I said, because of these fans right here. And man, I got lashed out like a motherfucker. I mean, they wrote all kind of comments. See, that's the problem. The majority of the fan base, man, the majority of the fan base are those type of fans right there, climbing and falling over these nothing people that ain't done shit for almost 30 years. What you cheering for? What you want autograph for? Now, if Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Dion, Larry Allen, someone, you know, God rest his soul. But if I was trying to get their autograph, Charles Haley, I saw him at the outlet right at the street over here in Allen. When I saw him, oh, hey, let me get a picture. Those guys deserve that shit.
They won.
What you climbing over the fence for Michael Parsons and all these cats, man, that's trying to get paid? They don't care, man. They don't care about y'all like that.
Yeah.
They ain't gave nothing back to the city. So it's just, I get real deep into it, man, but somebody has to. Somebody has to. And unfortunately, it's me. I'm sorry. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I ain't, trust me, I'm not gonna lose no sleep on it.
Right. We got a super chat here from Mike. It really annoys me so much when the announcers say that we have the number one best offense in the NFL, and they say that every year, and it leads us nowhere.
Thank you. Yes,
Mike, it annoys me too, brother. It annoys me too. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat there, Mike. Do appreciate it. OG has Jerry gave up on Dak Prescott. OG.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
Talking to your mic, OG.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, just real low. Speak up.
Hey, careful now, careful.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, it's over, man. Not looking too good for Dak right now. So, the old extension hasn't got there yet. There's an issue with him getting past the first round, second round. Been dealing with this for 8-9 years. I'm not gonna say he's your man that right now. He has psychological issues right now. When the pressure is on his shoulders, he just can't get us past the hump. So, and that's been the problem for many of years. So, you know, until he showed Jerry, hey, you deserve an extension, then we'll give it to you. But it's like getting a raise. You got to go out there and get promoted to get that paper. But right now, I think Dak Prescott is losing the fan base right now. It's been a long time. We've been trying to move forward, and I'm ready to move forward. So I'm waiting for everybody else to move forward too. But for right now, yeah, he done gave up on Dak. There's nothing else he can help Dak with anything right now. He done gave Dak everything right now. He done gave Dak running backs. He done gave Dak wide receivers. He done gave
Yep.
Dak tight ends. He done
Yep.
gave Dak
Yep.
in and out good offensive linemen.
Yeah.
He done gave Dak a good defense.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we got our ass handed to us last year on the defensive side of the ball last year. But
Yeah.
and they can only stay in the game for so long before they start getting punched in the mouth and get knocked out. So, he done gave him all what he needs. These last 3 to 4 years, the battle against San Francisco and the battle against Green Bay, when he can't get over the hump past 500 teams. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, so, I wouldn't sign no check. I'm sorry, Dak, I love you, but I wouldn't pay you. I wish you well, and I hope you stay healthy this season, but I wouldn't pay you no more money. It's just time to move on. That's how I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Sacramento, has Jerry given up on Dak Prescott?
Yes, he has. I agree with Cowboys 1980. He exactly said what I wanted to say.
Okay. Cowboys champs, has Jerry gave up on Dak Prescott?
Oh, hell yeah. Yes, he has. Now, but really, beginning of this year, there was a power play. Steven wanted to keep Dak.
Yeah.
Jerry wanted to move on.
Yeah.
So, but nobody's talking about that.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think Jerry, by him being man with the three positions,
Mhm.
I think he overstepped Steven. But yeah, hell, only people who haven't lost confidence in Dak are the Dakaronis.
Yeah, the gangbanger Cowboy fans, man. So stupid.
Mhm.
So stupid, man. It blows my mind. People
You
still
know-
argue Dak's a top 5 quarterback. Can you believe that, man? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, and with me, I think with everything that I said, Jerry didn't believe in Dak to begin with, and when he said I overpaid for you, he was basically telling him, I need you to prove me right that I gave you this deal. And then he comes out and says, we go as far as Dak can take us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, you hear talks about these purse sources are offering Dak Prescott deals. Either one, they're not offering them deals, or two, they're lowballing those deals where they have to say no, but it seems like they're trying.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. We can go back and forth with this Dak talk and stuff. There was a lot of quarterbacks that did a lot of good things today with these college guys. Ewers looked really good. Looked really good today. Peyton Manning's boy at Texas, woo! He looked good, right? So, there's some quarterbacks in the future that we could look at, but right now we're talking about the Cleveland Browns, all right? Because next talking crazy, it is football talk. So, everybody, I need 5 people to click like for me real quick. Just click like right now. You are listening to Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. We got Eshawn. We got OG. We got Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 in the house. We got Cowboys champs. And we got Sacramento right here. Big Cowboy fan right there. Now, anybody got any other topics to add to this show, Talking Crazy? Now's the time to add a topic, a question. You guys in the comment section, ask away. There's 34 viewers right now. I know one of y'all out of 34 have a question for Cowboys Corner and the Talking Crazy panel right here. And if you really want to, the link is pinned if you got to dispute me or anybody on the panel. That's what Talking Crazy is about.
It's going to be a rough season, man.
It could be.
Oh,
It
boy.
could be. Oh, Cowboy Up Podcast in the building. You guys subscribe to the Cowboy Up Podcast. But they jumped me over there because I was on the Trey Lance bandwagon and stuff. They'll post what fits their narrative onto their TikToks. It is what it is with no context.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is. We love Cowboy Up Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboy Podcast. You know how I feel about Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Boo Michigan.
Oh yeah, Longhorns gonna whoop that butt next week.
Uh-oh. Oh,
52-0 them Longhorns. What's up, 1980? You good
What's
over
going
there?
on, man? Yeah, man. Just
Who got
watching
their
college
TV
football. Yeah, I got some college football going. What's calling just ended. Notre Dame and A&M just went off.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Nah,
What's the score?
my TV's low. I think Notre Dame pulled it off.
Who has a TV on over there? Who has a TV
I
on?
don't.
I don't. I have no idea.
There you go.
OG watching Lifetime television for women or what? What are you doing over there, OG?
yeah. I'm trying to figure some things out with a woman. So they give me some good examples.
All right.
Hey.
It looks like there's no more questions in here. I don't know where fifth quarter is at, Daniel.
I got a question. Is
go
this
ahead.
team mentally tough and ready to play against Cleveland? That's the question.
Is who?
Ooh, are the Cowboys mentally tough to play Cleveland right now?
It's a good question.
Yeah,
Sacramento.
team.
Oh, there's fifth. Speaking of the fifth quarter himself.
Oh no, hell no, not
What's
no,
up? What's going on, man?
not dark, man.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
Wow.
What's up, Fitz?
I'm cool.
Somebody turn that TV down.
Yeah. It's echoing like hell.
That's not me. I don't have a TV on.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
What's going on, man? What's up with
What's
y'all?
up,
man?
Phil?
Not a whole lot. Fifth quarter, you doing good? OG asked the question: are the Cowboys mentally ready for these Browns, man?
No. Nah.
Man, you asleep?
No. They treat practice like a playground, man. It's like merry-go-rounds and slides, man.
Yeah.
We just ain't a team that's built on mental toughness.
Yeah.
We're not built on that. We built on finesse and entertainment.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if we ever really prepared for any team, honestly. Sometimes our talent just allows us to slip by. It's the comparison I always use with Michael Parsons. He's not a generational talent. He's just very athletic.
Yeah.
It gets him by a lot. I don't think they're mentally ready. It's almost like a diet. Like, man, I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to take it serious this time. After you can gain 20, 30 pounds. So I think probably by game 5 or 6, they'll be like, all right, y'all, but I think you can only get as ready as the ability that you have on your team. And, parts of the team may be more ready than the other. I think the defense will be okay, but I still got my reservations for our quarterback and our receiver connection coming up this season.
Okay. Cowboys champs. Are the Cowboys mentally ready for the Browns?
A fist bump, bro. A handshake.
I can't. Nah, man. But actually, you know what? No, because this offseason had been too much turmoil, too much drama. I don't think so. I think they're gonna get bust in the mouth.
That's how I feel, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you. Honestly,
I just don't see. I haven't seen it. It's been so many distractions.
Too many distractions. Contract. Jerry. This for me, for the Cowboys, it's my confidence level. Are they mentally strong? No.
No, they're not.
I don't think so either. They lack. Well, this team doesn't. We don't drill in their head about mental toughness. when it comes to the Cowboys, they preach more of just do what you get paid for.
Yeah.
And that's to just play a position.
Yeah.
But they preach. They don't really preach be good at that position unless you're already that good. And that mentality goes back to Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett liked to
Oh
get players.
God.
Jason Garrett used to like to get players that were already ready. He wasn't good at getting players ready.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Was they really preach do your job, be at your position. They don't preach overdo your job. They don't preach be great at your job. Oh, you're a defensive end? Okay, do what a defensive end is supposed to do. There's no mental toughness. There's no nothing. They don't preach, hey, that guy on the other side of the ball, he's a dog, so be ready for him. They just preach, hey, it's your job to do it. That's why we always be mad when they do up the middle runs. Why? Because it's what the basic running back, hey, run the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we're ready. You got teams out there that Brown will come out slamming head who don't want to beat the Cowboys.
Right.
They out there grit and grimy, man, on their field, man, ready to come beat us and laugh.
Right.
And that's just not what we're doing. For God's sake, we just signed our damn best wide receiver.
Right.
We just signed him. We brought Zeke back, and on top of Zeke, we brought in another old running back. It's almost a joke. It's funny.
Yeah, honestly.
It's funny. I don't know what this team met. I don't know how to judge anything. I don't know what to say. I really don't. They all over the damn place, and I don't think they aren't ready for nothing but to put on their uniform and go do what they get paid for. So are they ready to go on the field? Yes. Are they ready to prepared to win? No.
No.
What about you, Eshawn? Are they mentally ready?
No, they're not. I mean, and it's to all of his points as well. And I mean, here's the thing: we have a history of coming out slow in the first game of the season. Like it's been going on for a long, long time that we always come out flat. And honestly, I think it's going to be. I think the first month is going to be rough. Like I'll be honest. Like I think it's going to be rough. I can see us going 3-5 or 2-4 to start. To be honest, so. Yeah, no, but to the Browns, I don't think they're going to be. I mean, do we have a chance of winning? Sure, but I mean, am I going to put any faith that we will win? No, because there's nothing that they haven't shown me that I can have confidence in them to say we are going to win. It's always up in the air with me, and so that's kind of where I am with it. So,
okay. What about you, Dallas Cowboy fan? 1980, the power man himself. Are the Cowboys mentally ready for week 1?
Nah, they don't have the mental. They like fifth quarter just said, there's so many distractions with this team. There's no mystery behind the Cowboys, and any team that plays us they want to beat us bad because of us being the richest sports franchise in sports period.
yeah,
We being the number one topic, haven't won a Super Bowl in almost 30 years, and being the number one topic, that's why they want to. They pull out all the stops when they're playing the Cowboys.
mm-hmm.
We're just the team to beat. They want to prove us wrong. Which they're probably proving us right now because we all know everybody's hip to the game now. Mental toughness in playing a sport is you have to have mental toughness in order to be successful playing a sport, not just football, basketball, anything.
Yeah.
They're just not at that level. They might go out and beat the Browns, but I don't think I'm going to care. You know what I mean? I mean, they just might do it. And then everybody says, "Oh, well, y'all were wrong just because of that one win."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put too much stock into this season, man. I'm telling you, it's just
It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bad start. Even if we win, it's still gonna be a bad start. This team is all about the entertainment. It's not about about winning, about sports, it's all about entertainment, revenue, all that stuff. It's a show. It's a circus. And unfortunately, our fan base has to,
it's our fault in a lot of ways.
Be a part of it. We have to be a part of that because we're trying to support this team, trying to have this team's back. And we got their back, but they don't have ours. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
As long as we're digging in our pockets, everything's fine, you know. So
Yeah.
everything's okay, you know. So it's just I don't know, man. It's the direction that they're going in. We don't know. You don't know what to expect. You know, but the camera's always on us, you know, regardless of how we feel, regardless of what they're doing, regardless if we got a running back or not, regardless if Dak Prescott's going to sign, regardless if they sign CD Lamb, you know, and so on and so on. Bless his heart, you know, he's such a talented wide receiver, but you gotta get out there and play now. You got his money, so you got your money. So, and this is the same thing I said when they signed Zeke. I just had deja vu. God damn. I said, you got your money, now what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your money, now what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Back in the day, when you got your money, it was game time. When Emmitt Smith got paid, he put on his helmet, and it was time to play. They went 0-2 that season without it. They started 0-2 without it. When Emmitt came back, it was a totally different team. It's not going to be there like that with Dallas, with CD Lamb.
No, it's not.
He's not an impactful player like that, man. You get what I'm saying? He's not that missing piece that we were looking for. Oh, now we got CD signed. Oh, now we're going to. You could say that about Emmitt.
Yeah.
But you can't say that about CD Lamb. You couldn't say that about Zeke. We still struggle. Look where we are. Did we win any Super Bowls after Zeke held out? Did we win any? Are we going to win a Super Bowl? And I seriously doubt it.
I doubt it.
They just don't have that mental, man. It ain't in them to be like that. So y'all get ready. Who's ever watching, who's ever in the comment section, please, if you get 65 behind the Cowboys, get ready to get even more 65 because they're going to let you down. They're going to let you down. I'm telling you, they're going to lower you and let you down. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious, man. That's what they're going to do. They reel us in. Oh, we got CD Lamb signed, all that shit. And, man, we ain't going to do shit. We'll probably do pretty good in the regular season. And as soon as playoff come, boom, up, got him again. Oh, now everybody's pissed off again. No, not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same smirk I got on my face right now, you're going to see the same smirk on that last video. If we even make it. I doubt we even make it. But I'm just saying, you know, I hate to get like that and talk like that, man. But you can just tell. You can tell. I see more mental toughness in watching these college games, man, than I've seen in the Cowboys for years.
Isn't that so sad, though?
For years. Sad. So, because what gets in the way is the money, the entertainment, all that shit. You can do all the breakdowns and film sessions you want, but it don't win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Not win Super Bowls, guys. You can have all the subscribers you want. So who's ever watching, but they ain't commenting. If you watching and you're not in the you watching, but you ain't in the comment section. You got those. You got those that watch, but they don't comment because they already know what time it is. Especially when 1980 get on, because I don't babysit grown folk feelings. I'm here for what's best for the Cowboys, and that's it. I can give a damn about a subscriber. I can give a damn about a donation, because guess what? Subscribers, donations, YouTube plaques, that shit ain't won a Super Bowl for us. It just hasn't.
Yeah.
And it never will. So if you watching, but you ain't commenting, don't get your feelings hurt. Because guess what? Those film sessions, they don't matter. because trust me, you care more than they do.
Yeah, talk about it.
Damn, that's true.
Facts. All facts.
We got Cowboys blog in the building. Now, having said all that, 1980 hit the momentum, but we got Cowboys blog now. Big shout out to Cowboys blog. Thank you for everything you do.
I'm starstruck now. I got Cowboys.
Thank you for everything you do, Cowboys blog, man. The link's pinned if you want to come out. I think I text you the link too, brother, if you want to come in. Now, 1980 made a lot of good points.
Yep.
But here's my point when it comes to are the Cowboys mentally ready. All right, new defensive coordinator. Chips, have you answered this question yet?
No.
Yeah, I said no, but let me change it. I think the defense confidence will be high because of Zimmer.
Okay.
The offense, hell no.
Yeah, he said, "Let me change it. I love it."
So this is what I was going to say. So
He said, "No, let me
He
change
said,
it."
"Let me change it."
Dak Prescott plays real slow week ones. He just does.
Exactly.
Even the shutout against the Giants, Dak Prescott numbers really weren't that good. They just wasn't. And coming into this week one with Dak Prescott not having a lot of reps and stuff, I feel like the offense and CeeDee Lamb not having a training camp, it could be very stagnant, right? You might see some 3-and-outs. But as like Champs took the words out of my mouth, where does this defense stand? I think this defense is going to be mentally tough.
Yeah.
They had that show out. They're getting the blame for that Packers loss. They had a new defensive coordinator. Where do they go? Marquise Bells, Wanye Thomas played with chips on their shoulder in that preseason game. They played a lot of preseason, and they were part of that defense last year. So I feel like that defense, that special teams, is going to be up for the taking, I think, when it comes to these Browns. And I don't have a lot of faith that Deshaun Watson's going to do anything anyway. He's coming off a shoulder injury, not playing a lot of football the last few years. Like Deshaun Watson playing at a high level to me is very laughable. So I think the defense can capitalize on some turnovers and some mental mistakes that Watson's going to have with here in 8 days. So, but that offense to me, it's going to be telltale signs like where does this offense take off?
Yeah.
When does this offense take off?
Yeah.
That's the question. Are they going to be a first half team and collapse in the second half? Can they be consistent all 4 quarters? Or are they going to be, I'm down 20-0, now let's play?
Yeah.
Right? So that, to me, is the most concerning part when we talk about this team. And it's not just because of Dak Prescott. It's because CeeDee Lamb gets pushed in the back and shuts down. This running game doesn't look very good. Tolbert is making this team, and that still blows my mind, right? So there's a lot of pieces on this offense where I'm like, but that defense and the special teams will be like, okay, I feel like we got something here. Guys, we got 37 viewers in here. If you guys can click like for me, you're on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. If you got a question, put it in the comments. We got Eshawn in the house. We got Sacramento. We got OG, Dallas Cowboy fan, 1980, Cowboys champs, and 5th quarter Cowboys in the building. I'm talking Crazy, the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. You see it right there. You see the street sign. You know where you're at. Go ahead, Eddie.
I agree with you, man.
Got a question, man. Cornerback position. Who replaces Bland and why?
So Carson is going to be replacing Bland on the outsides. Okay. He's going to be a rookie. There's going to be a lot of mental mistakes. There's going to be some mental errors. This preseason game, he had a lot of mental things break down for him against the Rams and the Chargers and the Raiders and stuff like that too. But
he played all 3?
Yeah, he played all 3.
Okay.
But I think he might have not played against the Chargers. I think they locked him down because I think they had some suspicion with Bland. But I don't know if he played against the Chargers. But what I know, he played against the Rams, and what I've seen with the Rams, he got beat a few times and stuff like that. Not as bad as Booth Jr., but he did have some moments you're like, dang, I need you to cover a little better, right? But no, it's going to be Carson just because he had a better camp than a Booth Jr. Jordan Lewis is going to be your slot guy. Goodwin's going to be your special team. So when you look at the back end of the corner situation, 1980, there's not a lot of corners there that have a lot of experience playing that. So but then you're going with the rookie on the outside. I would go with McQuamu just because he knows he's a veteran. He has more playing experience than this rookie and stuff. I would go with McQuamu, but that's just me. But the Cowboys and Zimmer is going with seatbelt Carson.
McQuamu is a safety, isn't he?
Well, he's been playing a lot of corner this preseason.
That man safety crazy boy.
Hey, is Carson I don't know how close you've been watching him, but I haven't. So that's why I'm asking this question. I'm about to ask this question. Is he a good man cornerback defender or a good zone coverage defense.
He's a man guy. He's a man guy. He's very sticky. He can get a little bit aggressive. He stands at 6 foot. We drafted him in the 5th round. He's from Wake Forest.
Okay.
I feel but man is going to be his special team. He can play zone, but he's very sticky. He is aggressive. He does have a knack for the ball.
Okay.
He's going to be what we wanted Kelvin Joseph to be, basically.
Oh, God.
He has that. No. He has, like, if you watch Kelvin Joseph there at Kentucky, he has that nastiness, that stickiness, but he just never translated to the NFL. Kalen Carson has that, but he turns his head around 1980.
I saw that. Yeah, he does. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. Okay.
Kelvin Joseph didn't turn his head around. This guy does.
Lord, yeah. Yeah, Kelvin Joseph.
I hope they're just mentally ready to play.
Boss man facts.
Yeah. Kelvin Joseph's boss man fat, man. He was bad.
We'll find out. We'll find out if he's ready to. We'll find out if he's ready to play in week 1, and if they're mentally ready. I haven't seen them get on the field. None of them got on the field and played at all during the preseason.
Yeah.
They better not go up there and get blowed out. This is a 500 team to make it to the playoffs last year, so they will be ready on the back end to play. Hopefully, they'll be ready in the secondary. But I just don't see this offense score more, and hopefully they can score more than 24 points. So I'm worried. It's going to be loud up there. It's going to be cranky. It's going to be the dog pound. You're going to have to stop Garrett, I don't have no faith in Watson, though, because he's not a good quarterback. So
what side is Garrett on?
There. Huh?
Right side.
Right side.
He's on the right side.
So hopefully they can.
Oh, shit.
So CD and Dak ain't been together all preseason. All right, just because you be in the season, you got the practice. You got the practice. You doing your practice thing. We will see how that pan out, but you got to cover Cooper. So we waiting on that. I'm waiting to see those matchups, and we'll find out. And if they get blown out, I would understand. I hope they don't get blown out, but it is hard for them. They are a good road team, but we'll find out more though. If this preseason hurt them or did it stagnant? They got to get a routine of throwing the ball at each other and playing against good top-notch defenses. We will find out in the secondary also. So I'm excited to see Carson play.
The biggest piece that I think is going to define this year is going to be this draft class. Last year's draft class was a total flop.
It was bad.
And so this draft class here, you got Guyton, you got Nealon, Marshawn Nealon, number 94. You got Cooper Beebe.
Yeah.
You got Luafau, the linebacker out of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The first 4, I need them to really step up. And then if Kalen Carson in the 5th round, because the first 5 picks, I need them to really step up because I needed Mozzie against those Packers. I needed catches from Jalen Brooks, and none of that happened. Like I needed running back from Deuce Vaughn. Like last year's draft just completely flunked. I needed Schoonmaker to play better. This season, I think, is on the back of these rookies. I really do. I know these core pieces are here, but these core pieces can't do it by themselves. I need that line to protect. You got 2 rookies that's going to be on there. I need that line protect. I need Nealon to pass rush. We lost Sam Williams and Dorrance Armstrong went to the Commanders, right? Yeah. So I need Nealon to how much does this rookie class need to really step up for us 5th quarter?
Well, we saw last year when certain players went down, other players had to fill in. It really didn't work out. Dan Quinn do a good job with the position when out him 95, 100% playing Michael Parsons at defensive end last year. There were a lot of times where holes need to be filled and it just wasn't done right, and especially at the linebacker position because those guys were getting pushed back like lawnmowers, man. It's almost like every team we play offensive line was just happy to go back there and push them linebackers back because they couldn't believe how far they were pushing the little guys back, man. And we need these rookies to step up for us big especially when you're talking about if they're gonna play that guy at DeRon Bland position. Those
Right.
are shoes you cannot fill. Don't even try to. Just go and do what Al Harris tells you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because guys on that side, they're gonna pick on him.
Yeah.
Whoever they're gonna get picked on because it won't be Trayvon and DeRon Bland ain't there. So you got to have somebody step up in that position anyway.
Yeah.
And like you said, the draft class was a flop, and last year and this year, it's a little better, but the preseason is just 1980 can relate to this. When you go to truck driving school, they don't teach you how to drive a truck. They get you good enough just to pass the test. They teach you how to pass the road test, not to be a driver.
That's so right.
You don't learn how to be a driver till you get a load to go on the road.
Yep.
CDL schools only teach you how to pass the test. That's why it's only 3 weeks. You can't drive that truck in 3 weeks. That's why when you get on the road, it's almost like you forgot everything. Well, you didn't learn nothing. You just learned the basics to pass the test. And preseason is an evaluation. It's a test of fundamentals. It's to see football.
Right.
It's the basics.
Right.
So some of the things you saw them guys do in preseason, they're not gonna be able to do in the regular season.
Right.
Because just like truck driving, when you're on a backing pad back in between cones, it's different when you're at a real dock and you're back in between two long nose Peterbilts. It's like, oh shit, I had a lot of room on the damn backing yard. I ain't got no room out here. It's completely different. So when you're out there on that real field versus practice, you gotta show that the Cowboys drafted you for a reason, and you got to be ready to step up. And it's very, very important that these guys step up, man, because this team, Cowboys are always injury prone. Knock on wood, I don't want none of them to get hurt. And there are a lot of times, often than not, that we have to have our rookies come in, and that's why it's important to draft right and not just pick anybody because you're at that position.
Right.
To answer your question, it's very important, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We know what we got in BB a little bit. We know what Guyton gonna do, but on that defensive side of the ball, we never know what. We need these guys to step up. When Tank Lawrence is tired, we need the other guy to come in. Your boy, we need him to come in and play ball.
Yeah.
We need these guys to step up and be like, damn, that's why they drafted him. He feel right in. You're not gonna be DeRon Bland, but you go out there and be a sound and technical and play that cornerback position using your brain and then your talent, because it's brains first.
Right.
It's brains first. If you go out there and do that, then you'll be fine. No, you're not gonna be DeRon Bland and get a pick every game. It's not about that. It's about covering your guy, turning your head around, and letting them know you're not gonna beat me. I'm not gonna let you beat me. Even if you do every now and then, it won't happen often. So it's very important that these rookies step up.
I agree.
What about you, Sacramento?
I feel good about my Cowboys. What Cowboys Andy said, I agree with him. Don't get your hopes up, guys, because you don't know what's going to be expected of them.
Okay. What about you, Eshawn?
No, yeah, I'm kind of I agree with what Fifth Quarter said. A lot of it is that I 100% think that these rookies have to step up, but at the same time, because they're rookies, it's going to take time for them, I think, to get be able to play well. Basically, it's going to take time for them to gel, and especially against the Browns with Myles Garrett being just on the offensive line, with Myles Garrett being on the other side, that's a tough task for a rookie to be able to guard Myles Garrett. But so I think it's going to take time for them. But I'm optimistic about I'm optimistic, but I kind of just have to it's crazy how to your point about last year the draft class was a bust. Busting on in a whole draft class is crazy, man. That's nuts. And I don't know. It's so if that happens 2 years in a row, that's going to be a big time problem. So they absolutely have to step up, but at the same time, we have to give rookies time to learn as well. So I'm kind of in between both of those things. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand with it. It's they have to step up, but let's not get
overboard with it, I guess. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I am.
Okay. No, I understand that. 1980. What are you expecting out of this rookie class, man?
It's a developmental process with these guys.
Exactly.
Anytime you got rookies coming in, it's always a development, especially now since last year pretty much was. I'm actually watching the Cowboy Green Bay game from last year.
Brave man.
I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to, because I'm seeing a lot of things that Dak did. Got the ball to CD. He dropped a wide open pass. So I just don't want to be on here like, oh, we're just blaming Dak only. No, it's not the case. But anyway, it's a developmental process that we're going to go through. That's why I say this. This is why I keep saying this season, these next probably 1 or 2 seasons are going to be kind of tough because you got a lot of young guys in very important positions. Very important positions. We just talked about Guyton and Myles Garrett going head to head. That's why I asked what side was Garrett on. I was like, what side is Myles Garrett on? You said, oh, the right side. I was like, oh shit, left tackle. So I was just trying to see because Guyton has really, really progressed. He's really done a good job of development. I think he was going to get that position anyway. I said in my video, and I'm going to hold this, I said he reminded me somewhat of Eric Williams because he was such a nice guy off the field, but a beast. He's 6'6", something like that. 330.
Yeah, he's like 6'7", I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. He's got agility. He's got good hand strength. He can keep those guys in front of him. He's just, and for him being a rookie, he's already playing so far. I don't want to say, I know the regular season hasn't started yet, but from what I've seen, it looked like he's been here a year, maybe a year or whatever. But it's developmental guys right now. So that's why I'm saying when we're watching these games, let's not, I'm not going to be, I'm pissed off and all that stuff because I know it's going to be, this is developmental time for us. It's a lot of guys in important positions that need time to develop, So the key is how they're going to be developed. If they're going to be used correctly, I think that's the key right there to get them that foundation. That foundation. Everybody needs a foundation to keep going. Everybody needs a foundation to build off of. And if you don't have a foundation to build off of, you'll be all over the place like Michael Parsons is. Michael Parsons needs a foundation. He needs a foundational home. And if they don't, what's going to happen is they're going to keep moving around. They're going to tire him out. They're going to wear him out, and he's going to get hurt. Yeah, and he's a talented guy. And every now and then he play in the end. He can somewhat get around, but him getting bullied by those linemen, man, that's gonna kill him. And they keep moving him around, and you're gonna see him subbing out like Ezekiel Elliott was back in the day, subbing out. Hey, come get me. I'm gonna be tired, man. They're gonna wear him out, but what do I know? But I mean, it's very important for them to look at this interception. Very important, for these rookies, the draft class, because they're our future, and you have to. You got it just like your kids, man. They're your future. Your kids are gonna be here when you gone. So you got to teach them. You got to give them all the knowledge that you can, and you got to lay it down on the line for them so they can be prepared. You can't. Ain't no more babysitting. That's it. Everybody plays against Cleveland.
That's it.
There's no more babysitting. There's no more guys sitting out acting like they superstars and shit with gold chains. And the jerseys, no pads under them, all that shit, like they deserve that shit.
Right.
That goes back to that, that topic we talked about earlier. That goes back to that, it's just, man, they need a reality check. And they get up here and get punched in the mouth, maybe that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it, man.
Honestly.
No, I feel like we really need this rookie class to really step up for us because God, that last year's draft class was VTPS. He said it. He said we need last year's draft class to step up too. Like Schoonmaker needs to be a big difference.
Yeah, damn, it was 27-0 in the second quarter last year.
Yes, sir.
Man.
My bad. God damn.
You're watching the Green Bay tape, man.
Yeah,
27 nugget in the second quarter.
I can't watch that game. I can't watch it. I don't know how you can sit there gut that out. There's no way I could do that. I watched it once in live time and it made me upset. I can just imagine what it'll do with me when I can go back and rewind the son of a gun.
Yeah, I was so pissed off during that game, man.
We're talking about the Green Bay game?
Yeah.
1980's watching it right now.
He's watching the tape.
So,
Man,
Corner,
I can
what's your opinion on the rookie class, Corner?
Yeah, man.
1980, don't waste your time watching the Green Bay game. You're gonna get mad.
You want my thoughts on it or Champ's thoughts?
No, yours, Corner.
I just need this rookie class to step up. Like Guyton, when I talked about Guyton when we first drafted him, that was one of the picks I was like, day one was like, he's a project pick. And somebody said, I think Todd said it right here. It's going to be like when Larry Allen went in as a rookie and had to go against Reggie White. Like this is going to be like that instance with Tyler Guyton. But Manyweather is a good coach. And Cooper Beebe and Tyler Guyton went to and trained with them all off season, right? Tyler Guyton said he didn't miss a single day this summer of working with them.
Cowboys look at 1980.
Man, 1980. Why are you putting yourself through this, man? Come on, man.
I know what he's watching. He just watched Dak throw a pick six.
Why are you putting yourself through this again?
I don't want to visualize it. Get out of my brain. But I feel like, what Manyweather did, because if you look at Tyler Guyton at Oklahoma playing the right side, he almost looked like his hands and his feet weren't synced. And now you look at him in this playoff game working with Manyweather as much as he did, his hands are really in sync with his feet. So that's really good stuff. What up, 1980?
Man, he's watching the tape, man.
And then you get Nealon, which I was a big fan of Nealon. Everyone on here knows when we drafted Nealon, I was like, we just got Lawrence 2.0. This guy's a run stopper. This guy's going to get some sacks like that. I'm big on Nealon. I just need him to translate that onto the field. And same thing with Cooper Beebe coming in as a rookie center, never played center before. And then you got Maurice Lufau. I said he's the best cover linebacker that we have right now, and I still stand by that. I think Lufau is going to be able to really do some good things. And then, he's a second-year rookie in Overshown, right? Last year's draft pick that we need to step up, right? So Overshown can really do some things with Lufau. So I'm pretty ecstatic with this rookie class here. I think Will McClay and all those guys got it right. It's just a matter of time. Well, here in 8 days, we're going to see that fifth quarter, how that translates. And then it starts with Kalen Carson. You look at the starters. Nealon's a starter. Carson's going to be starting. Guyton, Cooper Beebe. A lot of these guys I'm talking about are going to be starters. And so that's why I'm saying this. Our core pieces are here, but a lot of these guys are going to be starting with these core pieces. So if they can gel and mesh with our starters, look out, all right? Look out.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Why do you think they cut Rodgers, the 7th-round pick?
I don't know. I really don't know. Daxton got some good pressure and some good stuff at the end of the preseason games. And I mean, you look at what Daxton did against the Chargers. He was able to get the sacks, get the push, get the stuff, right? So I feel like Rodgers didn't do enough. Justin Rodgers didn't do enough. And so it was Daxton, who he's on a practice squad, right? He came on more physically, more aggressive, more playmaking than Rodgers. Rodgers had some good plays, but he wasn't consistent like Daxton was in that last preseason game. And I feel like when you go to like a casino, right? Let's say you got $500 in your pocket, right? And you lose 400 pretty quick and you're down to your last 100 and you hit a jackpot. The first 400 you lost is that you don't care about that, right? So I feel like what Rodgers did was the first $400, right? And then what Daxton did was that last $100 jackpot that he got. So I feel like that's how the Cowboys' mindset shifted. It was like, hey, this guy played a lot better than this guy at this moment, and that's fresh in our memory. Rodgers had some up and down moments, but this guy was more consistent. I think that's why Rodgers ain't here.
Because to me, it seemed like they're still stuck on every defensive tackle need to be a 3 technique. Instead of instead of a one technique.
Man, today, don't put yourself through the game, man. Come on.
What
man.
happened? What'd you just witness? 1980.
What you just witnessed, 1980? Come on, man.
This dude was wide open, 41-16 in the third.
Nah, man, Dak played
Hey,
awful.
I forgot that they didn't have Aaron Rodgers last year. This was a
Yeah, man, Jordan Love, man, torched our ass.
They made Jordan Love look like he was.
For 3 quarters, he had a
Dang,
perfect passer rating. No, for 3 quarters, he had a perfect passer rating. It was crazy.
Oh, he's talking about the sideline catch. He was wide open. I think that's what he's talking about.
This was last year. Last year.
No, the playoff game he's talking
Yeah, the
about.
playoff game, the sideline catch down when he was wide open.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you want to do. Man, that game was just rough. I don't
But
know.
anyway, guys, hey, you are listening to Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. That's where you're at. We got Eshawn. We got Cowboys champs. We got Sacramento. We got OG, and we got Dallas Cowboy fan 98. Talk to me, OG.
You're on mute again.
Unmute yourself, pimp.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah,
I
man.
got some things going on in the background, so I don't want you to, spy on me. But yeah, I'm happy with the draft class. I'm happy with the offense line. I want to see that push in the first game. We will find out more about them. I want to give them a B plus, something like that. The offensive line, I'm happy with what I see, and I really think they did a pretty good job. Now last year, Picks Schoolmaker, he really got to step up though this year. He done had a lot of time to develop, get his stuff together, and we will find out more. But yeah, the disappointment of not drafting a running back will hurt us. I think big time this year. But I am happy with the offensive line. I am happy with the defensive. I am kind of skeptical about the Rodgers drop. I do think he should have still made it because he's a big body. Still need time to develop. Maybe
Rico
they
Dowdle.
will. Don't hurt yourself. Huh? In that game, fam. That game gonna hurt your feelings. I already keep watching over and over. But I am I'm excited though. I want to see them play good ball against Cleveland. We'll find out more. Well, yeah, I'm worried about the back end though. I'm worried about the 2 safeties. I'm worried about Wilson. I'm worried about Hooker. So Hooker needs to be in position, and so he's a decent tackler, but he need to be in position when it comes to when the ball's in the air, tracking the ball over Amari Cooper, and they're going to be trying to kill us down the seam, and then Amari. Is Diggs gonna play? Because he better come out with that leg and show he.
Yes, Diggs is playing.
Diggs should play playing. Yeah,
and he's got them cuts and them routes. So hopefully Diggs can keep up. But we'll find out. So I'm excited. So I'm excited about the rookie class, and hopefully they can pan out. And I do think they're gonna pan out. We need push up front. We need push up front, and we do have that in the offensive line right now. So I'm happy about that. Now Daxon, I hope Daxon gets some play. Now we did draft those those free agent tackles. Now don't know how much push they got, but it's all about stamina and power. And can you stay in the game on your snaps? And injury prone. Those guys, hey, injury, man, no injury set in, and they ain't gonna dress up today or something like that. That's one time to throw Daxon in there, let him get his game experience, and become a better defensive tackle. So, what happened, fam? That hurt your feelings?
Oh my God!
I hope you don't be saying that in 8 days. So when you gonna see the problem going on with the offense, though, I hope that come to play, because he ain't come to play, man. The guy behind me, man, he gonna come to play. We need bootleg play action to get them defensive, them linebackers moving and them D tackles moving. Fool the shit out of them. I hope Dak can fool them, because if he can't,
it's gonna be a long night.
Long daytime. And then long night for you gonna get on here and talk shit. Yeah, I told you. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's important to get out there and practice against preseason football. So we'll find out more. Anyone got a cutout? Um, we on the last topic, or what's happening? What's next?
Corey?
Yeah.
Hey, I was out listening to something real quick.
Or the final thoughts? Is that next or what?
Say that again. I can't hear you. You're so low.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Yeah, we're at final thoughts. Go ahead, Eshawn. Give me your final thoughts.
All right.
Man,
Wake up, corner. You had a long night. You just sitting at the desk, chopping at the numbers, sending us what you send us cap numbers and things. Wake up, man. Wake up, corner.
No, man. Final thoughts, man. Look, man. We got to be ready. I mean, here's the thing. I'm so sick and tired of like everyone. We're like us routinely losing in week one. We're gonna hear. Mark my words. If we come out slow, we're gonna hear people coming up with excuses about, oh, it's only week one and all this kind of other shit. I don't want to hear it. You know, we got to step up. That's just ultimately what it is for me. And but I have no idea how the season will turn out. This is the one season, the first season I've had in a very long time where I just have no idea which way it's going to go. Like, this is the biggest question mark of the season I've had, like maybe ever, honestly. And yeah, so I mean, just step up. That's ultimately what it is for me. And that's it really. I mean, step up and play the game the way this game is supposed to be played. Bottom line.
All right. Yeah. Sacramento, what's your final thoughts, man?
Not there.
All right, Cowboys champ. What's up, man? What's your final thoughts, Cowboys champ?
Final thoughts. Buckle up because it's gonna be a long season.
Oh
And I still think that Jerry sabotaged the season because of the rumor that he wants Shador.
You think he wants Sanders?
Yeah. Marketing.
All right. That's your final thoughts, champs?
Yep.
All right. 1980, what's your final thoughts, brother?
That's my final thoughts right here, guys. Listen up.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
first of all, I can't say what I would say now on television.
Baby.
But I'll just say this. Every single one of you know how hard we've worked. I don't need to have people pointing the fingers one thing or another. You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. We can win the game. We're going to open it up. We're going to go fast tempo. Defense, get after Jordan Love. You can't give him that much time. You do what you're supposed to do, we'll win this game. All right. That's that microphone.
Those are my final thoughts right there. Jimmy Johnson.
Real quick, man. I know I said my final thoughts, but isn't it so sad that he had more passion than the whole team did that day? And in period in general. And he's not even coaching for us anymore, man. Think about that. Playoff game, and our old coach has more passion than the fucking team does.
Yeah.
Fucking so pathetic. Like, it's so stupid.
But that's it. That's all.
Yeah. OG, what's your final thoughts, OG?
Final thoughts. Oh man, shit. Shit, man.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just talking your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, just talking your mic. We can hear you.
All right. My final thoughts, man. I don't know about this team, man. They need to earn like I said, man, weeks ago, they need to earn my trust back, man. That ass whooping, man, against Green Bay, they need to show people, man, not only me, man, other people that's, watching this stream, man, that spend more time, just going over, film study, and the fan base they done lost their fan base, man. So they gotta earn trust back with me, and I'm sure with a lot of people. They gotta accountability, man. And you got your money. We understand that. We glad you got your money. All y'all got y'all money. Now come out there and earn y'all money. Now don't fool us again, which I think y'all up to that again. This lag playing, scared to tackle, scared to be on discipline. I don't want to see any drama. We're going to see a lot of drama. I don't know why I said that. but I want this team to care at least about winning the fan base back. To say, hey, at least we left it all on the line today. Each and every game, I want to see that. I'm not spending no money on no merchandise. I may get the Sunday ticket. I don't know. I don't know about if I want to see y'all. I want to see. They done lost their heart, man. They done lost their heart, and it's not like the days that when me in 1980 was playing, all of us was playing, that we care about winning. It's all about that paper now. So they got to earn our trust back, man, and I hope they win this first game. I'm praying that they do well, and the injury bug is not going to affect us, but we're going to find out more with the conditioning. They didn't get their butt out there in practice, so I see if they're going to get cramps or injuries in the first or second game, because getting out there to play these preseason games is very important, because it tells you got to get your skills up with your talent, your technique, your hitting skills, your tackling. You just out there in practice tackling. You can barely even tackle in practice. You didn't even get in the preseason to play. And that's really going to kick your butt on the first game, because Cleveland going to come out. They'll come out hungry, ready to kick ass and take names. And if they get their ass handed to them, then they're going to we're going to come out and play better the second game. We got an ass whoop. See, that's because you didn't play in the preseason and you're not taking it serious. So, those are my final thoughts. I'm not going to dog this team right now. I want them to play better and be disciplined. And the penalties, Lord have mercy. Them damn penalties.
Yeah.
We don't care if we win, great. If we lose, damn. Let it not be on penalties. Lord have mercy. If that kill us this first game, we know that this whole season will be a wash. That's real talk.
Yeah.
If they can't get under, I would say 5 penalties this first game. Stay at least around 2 to 5 to 6 penalties. If they can't get under that, then we won't win this game. I'm sorry, we got to be disciplined. And those are my final words. So hopefully, are we coming on this week?
Yeah. So next Saturday,
All right.
next talking crazy. Thank you, OG. Next talking crazy, man. It's game week. It's the first episode of Talking Crazy during an actual game week. And the I thinks, the I wish, the I hopes, the let me see this, let me see that is all out the window. Now we get real life. This is what we saw. This is what I was hoping for, right? So, these Cowboys, they got a good week of practice ahead of them. Is this roster complete? I don't know. They might construct more moves and do more things. No one's safe at this moment when it comes to that. I'm not saying Dak Prescott's getting traded or anything. I'm just saying they might make more moves and move more practice squad guys and move this guy on the roster. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, I don't expect a breaking news. Dak Prescott signs an extension. Not expecting that this week.
Yeah.
Not expecting that at all. Don't expect that, Dackers. Don't get your hopes up like that. Don't be crying on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of Dak attacks crying on Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that now. But I feel like next show's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good breakdown, a good structure show. I'm gonna look up these Browns and then look up these Cowboys, compare, contrast, and give real talking points. But I want to give a big shout out to Eshawn for coming in here. Dallas Cowboy 1980, fifth quarter Cowboys champs. OG Sacramento. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Mike gave a super chat today. Want to give big thanks to our members, Winter Allen, Daniel Beer Sports, and Jet Lee. Thank you guys for being members. This is Talking Crazy. Viewership with Talking Crazy has been consistent all across the board. The likes, the views, the shares have been very consistent. So you guys subscribe to these guys here if you haven't already. Eshawn is a filmmaker out of Hollywood. He has a movie dropping here very, very soon.
Yeah. About to go in production for another one.
Yeah, he's already in production for another one. So you guys subscribe to these guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
And let's go Cowboys. And I'll see you guys next week. And I'll be dropping videos. I'm going to be dropping videos and knocking out those videos. So I can't wait to start that up and get that moving. But Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.
Take it easy, guys.